I'd like to just take a few minutes to introduce today's speaker to all of you. Most certainly, he has been like an inspiration, at least for us to look up to in terms of his subject matter expertise. And we've also executed a couple of really interesting webinars with him, even in the past months slash years. And we are very happy to have him here with us today. Um, so I want to introduce to you Mansoor Mohammed, who will be leading this webinar for us today, which is Why Safe. Just a quick formal introduction about Mansoor. Uh, other than his mentoring and counseling, he has also demonstrated the ability to lead diverse teams of professionals to new levels of success in a variety of highly competitive organizations. Not only that, but he's a leading business entrepreneur, a professional service consultant, program director, and a senior program manager who offers a unique blend of skills, experience, and capabilities across a wide range of industry sectors. He also comes with 18 plus years of experience, and therefore he's here with us today to share from his experience and his expertise on today's topic. So before I hand over the podium to Mansoor.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And as rightly said, I've been associated with KnowledgeHut for almost close to about 8 to 9 years, getting close to a decade. Even before it was KnowledgeHut, it used to be called Kunnasan's Hut. So I've been working with KnowledgeHut from then. Been involved with Scaled Agile Framework for almost a decade too. I was mentored by Dean Leffing-Bell, who was here in Australia 2013, 14 times, right? And I've been a consultant, a practitioner, as well as a researcher. And my research area is in agile governance, agile project governance. So that's my area of PhD, and I look forward to presenting this webinar. I'll keep it brief, short. Definitely, we'll cover a lot of these materials in a 2-day program which I deliver for KnowledgeHut. So please feel free to register for the upcoming programs. If you go to KnowledgeHut website, you will see a list of programs related to the Scaled Agile Framework, and definitely we can help you with your training needs and your consulting and mentoring needs. All right, so in the 2-day program, we cover 7 core modules. That is, one is thriving the digital age with business agility. We'll talk about what business agility is all about, and then we'll talk about becoming a lean agile leader, establishing team and technical agility for teams to grow agile and become agile and to move ahead in the space of business agility. It's very important to establish team and technical agility, whether you're using Scrum, XP, Lean, Kanban, and build solutions with agile product delivery. Here we talk about program increment planning and exploring lean portfolio management. That's core subject, and it's very close to my heart, exploring lean portfolio management. Leading change, it's about how do you implement change, how do you implement safe across an organization, and also practicing safe. So this is a great statement from Mick Kirsten, and he mentions in his book Projects to Products. He talks about those who master large-scale software deliver and will define the economic landscape of 21st century. And he's very true. It's just not about software. It's not about hardware. It's also about humanware. So from the mindset of projects, we need to move towards products, right? Because projects have a start, have an end, but whereas products continuously evolve and they move ahead towards delivery and towards decommission. So the operation elements also could be included in a product. And again, when you build a product, you think from a customer-centric view. You look at who's using my product, what is the value delivery for my customer, and how the product can benefit my customer. There were 5 technological revolutions, and there may be a 6th one too. The first is the Industrial Revolution. The second is the age of steam and railways. The third is the age of steel and heavy engineering. And then age of oil and mass productions, and then we have the age of software and digital. Now, post 2020, we may have the BCE, before COVID era, and post COVID era. So things have changed. Today, we would need more communication, we would need more coordination, we would need more connectivity, right? You never know, tomorrow there could be a hologram coming to your office and teaching this program to you. So there could be a lot of different technological advancement which could happen, right? So that is where things could change. So, and we are hearing that metaverse is going to be the next .com, and we are hearing a lot of good things, not so good things about how metaverse is going to work. So in this digital age, we need to embrace agility, and we need to see how we can move forward. And today, the technological advancement is taking a new shape, where Tesla is spending $464 billion into new technologies, whether it is driverless car, autonomous cars. Apple is now very big in watchmaking, right? So things are changing. So that's where you need to start looking at how the world is transitioning from projects towards products. Mick Kirsten also talks about the problem is not with our organization realizing that they need to transform. The problem is that the organizations are using old managerial frameworks and infrastructures from the past, which we are not able to keep up today, right? Whether it's the hierarchies, whether it's the command and control, whether it is, all that different levels, right? So today's competing age is quite different, and we have to evolve as we go. The world is now changing at the rate at which basic systems, structures, and cultures are built over the past centuries and cannot keep up with the demanding pace. So John Corday is one of the thought leaders, and he mentions that our old systems are quite old, and they may not be really feasible, or they may not be really viable for the ways of working, and we need new systems, and we need to keep up with these new systems. And to keep up with these new systems, we need to evolve. We need to think about customer centricity. So we started off with a network. We started off with network of people, and we built the network, and that network started growing, and that network became unmanageable. Customer centricity was pushed on one side. We knew we were building products, and we added a layer of hierarchy, assuming that they will create stability. But unfortunately, what happens was this hierarchy started pushing down the communication, and the communication which was generated from the top leadership team did not cascade well to the bottoms of the organization. There was a message lost in translation. Things did not evolve well. Things just dropped down and down and down and down by the time it reached the bottoms of the organization, and there was a message lost in translation, and there was a disaster. Now, this disastrous situation did not make good to anyone. The customer was in trouble. The customer could not receive what he or she expected, and the flow of value diminished. And guess what? It was a disaster. The solution is not to trash what we know and start all over again, but to introduce a second system, one which would be familiar to most of successful entrepreneurs. And it so happens that we have such framework on our fingertips. So we need a dual operating system. This dual operating system increases efficiency and stability for the organization, and also increases the speed of innovation. So when we talk about innovation, it's not just building something new or something out of the box. It's about the collusion of hunch of ideas, right? So there could be one piece of idea in my mind, and there could be a piece of idea in someone else's mind. So these hunches of ideas need to collide. And once these hunches of ideas collide, there will be new thoughts, new thinking. So we need to, in the new operating system, we need to enable teams to come in and innovate They need to build something new. They need to try to solve a problem. For that, we need to give time and space for the organization and the teams. And so we just have such an operating system in our fingertips where we can reduce the functional hierarchy and help build value stream networks and ensure that we deliver value to our business and our organization. So he's Dean Leffingwell, the mentor, the creator of SAFe, and chief methodologist. He says every business is a software business. Now, achieving a state of business agility means that there is entire organization, not just development, is engaged in continually and proactively delivering innovative business solutions faster than competitors. So Dean Leffingwell, the chief methodologist and the creator of SAFe, uh, gets the organization to move forward and helps organization to embrace uh, agility and looking at how things work. So business agility requires technical agility and business level commitment to product and value stream thinking. It requires that everyone involves in delivering business solutions using lean and agile practices. So this is where it becomes an imperative that business agility enables the whole organization going agile, whether it's development, whether it's finance, whether it is people, whether it's marketing, whether it's legal, whether it's operations, right? The whole organization is going agile. And for the whole organization going agile, we need to have right business solution, digital system, and moreover, we need to have leadership endorsement coming in from the CEO or CIO level. And that is where the business agility will start working. Yes, the teams have gone well at a team level, at a program level, maybe to a certain extent. But the portfolio level and the business level also needs to embrace business agility. So SAFe 5.1 for lean enterprise is a knowledge base of proven integrated principles and practices and competencies to achieve business agility, lean, agile, and DevOps at scale. So you could log into www.scaledagileFramework.com and you will see this big picture. This big picture is an interactive picture which talks about how the organization operates in a scaled agile environment. So every icon you click has got a lot of information, a lot of useful information that will help you in the agile transformation journey. And from KnowledgeHut, I do contribute not only in the training, but also in the agile transformation journey, where I help organizations like Airbus Helicopters, Telstra, Optus, and many more, IC Leon, and many more towards business agility and business transition. Why SAFe? Yes, 30% happier and motivated employees. Why? Because the communication hops decreases. They get to hear from the CIO or CEO's mouth. Increased productivity because there's cross-team function happening. The teams get to work with each other and there's stress being reduced. Faster time to market because we produce valuable products and services. And definitely there's a defect reduction which increases quality and reduces the time to go to market and have an employee engagement and increases productivity. So if you go to our customer stories on Scaled Agile Framework, scaledagile.com, you will see our customer stories of Post Australia and many other organizations where we have helped organizations to transition from an ad hoc process towards a SAFe process, or even the basic Scrum and Agile practices have been scaled up towards Scaled Agile, and see how we go and how we move forward. So the SAFe journey started off with SAFe 1.0. It's almost a decade now, more than a decade, 2011. Then we had SAFe 2.0, 3.0. I got involved somewhere around 3.0. And then we had SAFe LSE coming in between, then 4, 4.5, 4.6. Now we have 5, right? So that helps. And we are ever evolving. So from SAFe, we think that we are a learning organization and we need to adapt, we need to change, we need to scale, and we need to grow at every point of time. And we have our roots with the past, present, and also with the future to increase business and team agility. So this is the big picture. If you go to www.scaledagileFramework.com, you'll see the big picture. Here at the bottom, you'll see the core values. You'll have a look at the lean and agile mindset, the safe principles, the implementation roadmap. The basic foundation of SAFE is uh, having Scrum and XP and lean practices, Kanban practices. You'll have a Scrum Master who's a servant leader. The product owner is the voice of the customer, and you have an agile team, which is 5 to 9 people. And then you have the release train engineer, who's more like a program manager who coordinates the train. You have product management, who's external facing. The product owners are internal facing. You have system architects, business owners, solution train engineers, solution management, enterprise architect, and epic owners. So this big picture is divided into 4 palettes. Number 1 is essential. When we talk about essential, it's just the team and the program level. Large solution, you have the team, program, and the solution level. And then when you have the portfolio, it's the team, program, and the portfolio level. And when you click on full save, you have all the 4 palettes, which is the team, the program, the large solution, and the portfolio level. To support this implementation, we have the vision, we have the roadmap, milestone, shared services, community of practices, system teams, lean UX, and matrix, right? And then the organization will have ideas coming in through strategic themes, which will be supported by the epic owners. And these themes will have a portfolio canvas, right? And from the portfolio canvas, you build up the portfolio backlog, which is nothing but a list of epics, right? And then you have the lean budgets to support, and you have the development value stream and operational value stream, which is powered by your agile release train. And this agile release train will continuously explore, continuously integrate, and continuously deploy. And here we have the program increment planning, the PI planning, which is a 2-day event. And then we have 5 iterations, 4 for delivery and 1 for innovation and planning, which will build enablers and stories. System demo every 2 weeks, right? And we have an inspect and adapt solution to build and demonstrate the solution with built-in quality and a solution context for the business. We also supported by organization agility, lean portfolio management, enterprise solution delivery, product delivery, team and technical agility, and continuous learning culture. These are the 7 core competencies which I'm going to discuss in the next few slides. So in the 2-day program, we are going to flesh this out in more in detail. Okay, we'll go into the nuts and bolts and the nitty-gritty of this whole program, of this whole framework, and we will get you. So basically 4 configuration, which I just mentioned: the essential configuration, the portfolio configuration, the solution configuration, and the full configuration. These are the configuration which you have in store, which will come. Now coming to the 7 core competencies, and we will see them one by one, which is everything, all the 7 core competencies are underpinned by customer centricity. The lean portfolio management, organization agility, continuous learning culture, lean agile leadership, team and technical agility, agile product delivery, and enterprise solution delivery. These are all underpinned as we go. Team and technical agility, here we talk about building high-performing team. The core of high-performing team is built on trust. Here we talk about cross-functional agile teams, teams of business and technical teams, quality business solutions, customer delight, right? Here we'll talk about agile teams, teams of teams, and building in quality. We'll talk about all this in the team and technical agility. How do you build in customer delight, and how do you enable customer satisfaction and customer feedback? To build in quality, we have processes like pair programming. We'll talk about reviews, code reviews, definition of done, definition of ready, so on and so forth in this class, which are pretty interesting. And these concepts will be backed by videos, right? I'll be showing you nice videos which will talk about all these concepts. Agile product delivery, we talk about customers, the forefront of whatever we do. We need to think like a customer. We need to look at the customer's lifetime value. We need to continuously explore, integrate, deploy, release, and we need to decouple release from value and develop as per cadence, and allow the customer to pull the value when the customer requires. And this can happen when we have the DevOps and the continuously delivery pipeline. We need to think from the customer's view, design thinking, customer centricity. In this program, we'll be using case studies to derive design thinking, customer centricity, and many more. Enterprise solution delivery, lean, applying lean system thinking practices to build really big systems, coordinate and align the full supply chain, continue to enhance value after release. Right here, we need to talk about lean systems and solution engineering, coordinate, train, and suppliers, continuously evolve live systems so that you continuously work on these systems and you evolve these systems and you support the full value chain and mapping. Lean portfolio management, here we talk about aligning strategy, funding, and execution, optimize value across portfolio. We'll talk about how strategy is cascaded from the leadership level to the team level, how investment funding needs to take place. We'll talk about funding the value streams. We'll talk about lean governance. We'll talk about how governance can be lean and how it can optimize the flow of value of your business and organization. We'll talk about agile portfolio operations, which is PMO. PMO is again my favorite topic to my heart. I've set up agile PMOs at Airbus Helicopters and many more. So it's very important for us to understand what agile PMO is and how can you scale up and scale down. I also talk about dancing PMOs in this program and how these can really help. Organization agility is to create an enterprise-wide agile mindset to map continuous improvement of business processes, respond quickly to opportunity and threats. You need to build an organization with lean thinking people, agile teams, lean operations, which enables organizations agility as well as strategic agility. So that's very important. Strategies need to be revisited at given point of time. So for example, we had the pandemic, the COVID, right? And here we have many organizations who survived. They had to go back and revisit the strategy. They had to see how the strategy works, right? Is it working? Is it not working? And they had to pivot and move forward. In this program, we also talk about continuous learning culture. Everyone in the organization learns together, grows together, right? We need to move people from a fixed mindset towards a growth mindset. We need to be creative. We need to have creativity as part of our organization DNA. We need to improve our solutions, and everyone's responsibility is to help the organization grow. And again, that's to meet the customer's competitive advantage, because there's only one boss. The boss is the customer. The customer can fire any one of us, right? Can fire or hire any one of us. Lean agile leadership, you need to inspire others by modeling. In this program, I will be also covering a few important discussions about good leaders start with why, and also I will talk about what are the ingredients of being an agile leader, right? Having a lean mindset, words, action, inspiring values, and also we'll talk about centralization and decentralization of decision making. What type of decisions can you centralize? What type of decisions can you decentralize? How will you move your organization from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset? How will you lead change? How will you enable your organization towards change? That is important. The management challenge is not enough that management commits themselves to quality and productivity. They must also know what must be done. And such responsibilities cannot be delegated, right? And this is Deming talking about, about this. But it's very important for us to ensure that the management does not just throw away things and make someone else responsible for things to be done, but also own and delegate. We conduct a maturity assessment test to understand where your organization is currently at. We do a business agility assessment test, right, which I do for most of the organization to understand where are they in the journey, whether they are pre-crawling, crawling, walking, running, right, or flying, right? We get to know from each of the domains. We can do this for at a team level, at a program level, right, at a business unit level. We could measure and grow your business agility to see where you are, and from there the transformation journey starts, right? We also conduct an executive briefing program for your executives to understand what agile means and what agile does not mean, so that they have the clarity of thought to get their endorsement. And also we start from the team level, we start implementing from the team level to check and balance how things are, right? And we provide you the agile coaching support, as well as we help your leadership team to evolve their programs and portfolios towards scaled agile framework, to move from a traditional waterfall mindset into a growth mindset, right? And that's going to be a rapid journey. We help you set up program increment plannings, events, right? We facilitate the events. We groom your coaches at a team level, at a program level. We prepare your release train engineers so that they can carry forward the future program increment plannings, and also help you with inspect and adapt sessions as we go. All right. So, in a nutshell, yes, we explore the whole competency of the framework. We described what a digital age is. We recognized what safe is and how things move. Log into scaledagileFramework.com to have a look at what the Scaled Agile Framework is. But more important, please log into KnowledgeHut.com to have a look at our upcoming programs. All right, we have programs which is Leading Safe. It's a two-day program. Then we have Safe for Scrum Masters. We have Safe for Product Owner. Then we have Safe for Release Train Engineer. We have Safe for Portfolio Management. And we do have many more programs of your interest, and we'll be more than happy to serve you and take your journey forward. All the best and have a safe journey, everyone.
Go to the Knowledge Hut website and see all the programs that we have for SAFE. And do connect with us. You can even connect with Mansoor, through LinkedIn, Twitter, and the other platforms as well, just to get more understanding of his experience and expertise. And stay tuned for more such interesting, exciting webinars.